And now question number 12. Royalties, and give what are your royalties, and give an example. So royalties are a remuneration paid to the owners of technology, patents, or trade names for the use of that technology, or the right to manufacture and or sell products under those patents or trade names. Payments paid by a company licensee to another company, the licensor. There is another definition by Investopedia that may be a little bit more clear. And this definition says that a royalty is a payment to an owner for the use of property, especially patents, copyright works, franchises, or natural resources. A royalty payment is made to the legal owner of a property, patent, copyrighted work, or franchise by those who wish to make use of it for the purposes of generating revenue or other such desirable activities. In most cases, royalties are designed to compensate the owner for the asset's use and are legally binding. Example, Microsoft invented the Windows operating system for personal computers. Computer manufacturers such as IBM and Compaq paid royalties to Microsoft in exchange for being allowed to use the Windows OS in their computers. There is another example in Investopedia, and we can see it in a video, and it is basically this. Matt invented and patented a new widget which attracts the attention of Shanghai Box Company. Since Matt can't manufacture this invention on his own, he allows a licensing agreement whereby Shanghai Box Company manufactures and sells the widget in exchange for Matt receiving $1 for every widget sold. If the widget is a success and Shanghai Box Company sells 7 million units, Matt earns $7 million in royalties without having to incur the cost and risks of manufacturing on his own. On the other hand, Shanghai Box Company saves by not having to pay for research and development expenses. Question number 13. What is a greenfield investment, and give two specific examples. A greenfield investment involves the establishment of a new operation in a foreign country. It is a form of FDI, where a parent company starts a new venture in a foreign country by constructing new operational facilities from the ground up. In addition to new facilities, most parent companies also create long-term jobs in the foreign country by hiring new employees. Examples. First, Bombardier Aerospace built a brand new manufacturing facility in Querétaro, Mexico in 2006. Today, it employs more than 1,500 workers. Second example, Hyundai Motor Company went ahead with a major greenfield investment in the Czech Republic. The company opened a new manufacturing plant which began operations in 2008 and employs 3,000 people. Next question is, what is expropriation, and give an example. Expropriation is the act of taking off privately owned property by the government to be used for the benefit of the public. While there is compensation for this action, the expropriation occurs without the property owner's consent. In many countries, when the government needs to build a road or railway, it expropriates the terrain from their owners. And a specific example is this. In August 2010, Venezuelan President Hugo Chavez expropriates Seguros La Previsora, the fourth largest insurance company in the country. The private company, which has been serving Venezuelans for 95 years, was taken over by the government and has been under investigation since December 2009 for alleged irregularities. Question number 15 of the definitions. And what is a voluntary export restraint? And give an example. This definition was taken from Investopedia. Voluntary export restraint. A voluntary export restraint, or VER, is a trade restriction on the quantity of a good that an exporting country is allowed to export to another country. This limit is self-imposed by the exporting country. Typically, VERs are a result of requests made by the importing country to provide a measure of protection for its domestic businesses that produce substitute goods. VERs are often created because the exporting countries would prefer to impose their own restrictions that risk sustaining worse terms from tariffs and/or quotas. Example: the most notable example of VERs is when Japan imposed a VER on its auto exports into the US as a result of American pressure in the 1980s. The VER subsequently gave the United States auto industry some protection against a flood of foreign competition.